All right, Friday recap today. So going into the day, um, well, started from yesterday actually. We swept out this high, and there's a decent ways to the next high up there. So didn't really expect us to, pump up 700 points or whatever that is. Wanted to retrace back down because we also pumped up there pretty fucking strong. So I was expecting some sort of retrace. What I was looking for, um, was the like down here 1 hour ish on the 15 minute. All I was looking at was just these lows down here. Kind of one of those to get hit inside of this range right here. More like um technical, I guess, would be like equilibrium of the leg. Kind of wanted that to get hit. And that's not even the whole leg too. So I just expected shorts. That's what I was looking for going into the day. So hopping on the 1 minute real quick. Market opens, right? We sweep out these highs, we get a good displacement down. And we were, I'm not sure if we tapped into it yet, but where are we? We're over here. Oh, no, we're not. We're over here. Yeah, there was a 1 hour gap right here. And so I wanted that to get tapped into and seen some displacement down. Um, what we ended up getting was, I'm pretty sure we tapped into it right here, and then we got displacement down. It's just like, we didn't flip anything. We got another like leg to the upside. Pretty strong bullish reaction, not gonna lie. But I knew that we are now well in the 1 hour gap, and if we see these gaps inverse, then that means we're going lower. Displacement from the 1 hour gap, invalidating everything to support higher. This was my first entry right here. I ended up taking it on NQ. There's like somewhere right here. Stops above these for value gaps, and TP was going to be down here to these lows. Break even right there. Basically, what ended up happening was I kind of just entered on the wrong pair. I would have I would have honestly not even hit TP on ES unless it hit the 450 that I was aiming for, which I think it probably did. But yeah, ES displaced below that. NQ didn't really like go all the way through it. But I thought like everything was set up on NQ, like my sizing and everything, and also I thought NQ was the more bearish pair. Apparently not. Because NQ ended up retracing all the way up to here. Loki scared me a little bit. But then we got a flip out of it, add on to my position, move my stop to here, and then yeah, ES hit that low, went break even, got break evened, went a little bit lower, and then we got 10 a.m. news, which made us go higher. And then we got really close to that this big wick high that we had. This one right here. And we also kind of we did inverse the 1 hour gap. So now kind of switched to longs. What we ended up doing, right, is we swept out these lows down here. ES swept all these lows. So now we have an SMT down here. NQ also swept out this low. So we swept some liquidity. We have an SMT. Now, the way I'm looking at this is there is a 5 minute gap right here. But if this gets inversed, this big 1 minute gap, I'm confident enough to take longs because I think that number one, the draw is higher. We did everything lower that we need to do, and if we inverse this, this leg should support us to go higher. So we end up inversing it, but it was a little high of an entry, so I took my sizing, not sizing, but trade right there. Tap to the 1 minute gap. We ended up chopping around for a good while. TP would have been the highs right there, and I ended up getting stopped out right there. So first one got break even. Second one stopped out by a tick. Looking on the 5 minute, right? I knew that the 5 minute gap was there, and I was saying to myself that putting my stop at the body right there should be plenty if we inverse this and we have this gap to support. Um, One thing about it though was we took equilibrium of the leg. My stop was basically at equilibrium. We tapped it perfectly and then went up, So do I think that I could have played this better? Um, yes, honestly. The only thing is I could have sized lighter, had a bigger stop, something like this or something, like entered like 1 micro or something. And then if I got a flip out of it, that would have been my add-in position and move my stop to this low or something. And that's why I should play it. I never trade those tapbacks into it, but it was still following my model because what I wait for is a flip. We got the flip, we got the 5-minute inverse, and it was just stop placement. That's really it. So yeah, got stopped out right there. And then what did I do? I broke my rules. Um, wasn't anything crazy. I just well, actually, it is kind of crazy because I broke my rules. I have to restart the trade challenge now, and it was all because I simply just over leveraged. Um, we tapped into the 5-minute gap right here. We got a nice respecting of the equilibrium. I think the draw is higher. We flipped this gap. I entered around here. Stops were down there. Looking back at that, that is a terrible stop. Should be at this low and should have taken it there, but original trade entry was right here. I was risking 400 with this, which, like, why, bro? I would have been down 600 on the day if I did that, plus the 350 that I lost the other day, which is yesterday. So I would have been down almost 1,000 if I lost that. Um, like 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 unbelievably stupid, and I'm actually really disappointed in myself. I ended up taking out as soon as we swept that high because like just the way we were trading, chopped around right here. We flipped this gap and then we flipped it again like that, got really close. Like we shouldn't go down lower. We should just go up. And I knew we were just gonna do some bullshit, which we ended up doing. I actually would have ended up gotten stopped out even if I didn't go break even here, and then it would eventually hit TP. Um, but yeah, honestly, today was a mix of a lot of good and bad. Good meaning like I know where price is going. It's just like the executions. First one, right, chose the wrong asset. Second one, stop was too tight. Third one, shouldn't have taken it, but it was also in bad conditions. Like if you can see, we're just up, down right here. And really there's no high probability entries. So yeah, number one, wrong asset. Number which easily fixed. Just see which one is going lower if you're taking shorts. Number two, bad stop. It wasn't even a bad stop. It's just not how I trade exactly. I usually wait for this flip, not the flip of the like to the left of us. And honestly, on the 5-minute, I should have a 5-minute stop loss, which, in my opinion, if I enter like here, it would have to be at the bottom of the wick. So for 5-minute entries, or if you're playing off of the 5-minute, which this was a play off of the 5-minute, you have to at least keep it at the bottom of the wick, not just the body most times. And this was a scenario where the wick would have been important. But yeah. So the count is after the loss, I made and the over leverage long, I like wiped the loss out and then I made 150 or 160-ish. So I'm still not up on the account. I'm like 150 down, I want to say, but broke my rules and I definitely need this weekend to clear my mind and just get ready to actually like not do this stupid shit, bro. Like it took me how long? Like a month and a half to get funded. I wanted to take it slow. I was doing everything right. And then I finally get on it. And then like I take a stupid loss. And well, not even stupid loss. It was a learning lesson loss. But then I go in today I take a good trade, gets break even, I take a good trade. My stop loss is just too tight. And then I over leverage. Like you just need to like I just need to learn to stop. Like I can't stop, which is the problem. The only thing is if I took this flip and I took it with like risking $200, that would still be following my rules. And I just didn't do it. So yeah, that's it for the day. Got a lot of rethinking to do this weekend. Um, but I know for next weekend I'm gonna be ready, and I guess I got to start the trade challenge over again. But yeah.